Hey everybody, we're here. Episode 2, 5 for Talking, the NHL edition. Uh, Please pay no attention to Nick's gang signs. We're here. This is Caps, obviously. Let's just jump into this. I want to start off by talking about Corey Crawford. This one caught me off guard. Like, there's been a lot of really random retirements. I believe we talked about that in 2 episodes ago. It's really catching me off guard.
Yeah.
But he went on an indefinite leave. I think it was yesterday, and then this morning retired. So I don't know what's actually going on there. I mean, I'm not gonna interfere in his private life, but I thought that was weird. My question to you is in the same thing as Patrick Marleau, like we did. Do you think that Corey Crawford is a Hall of Famer?
Oh man, you caught me off guard with that one.
Uh,
How many cups did you win with the team?
2.
Two.
Yeah, Niemi won the other one.
Oh.
And Crawford didn't even get a ring, I don't believe, for that.
Um.
Yeah, that's a good one, right?
That is a good one. Take it from here. I need to look at the
Yeah.
stats.
No,
Give me
no,
a
no.
second.
That's fine. So, in my opinion, I honestly, it's hard to say because 2 Stanley Cups and being the starting goalie and one of the biggest catalysts of that situation kind of makes it harder to deny. Like with Marlowe, we had a more easy argument because he's never even won a cup. I don't even think he's ever been to the finals. But
But I think with Marlowe had more of an impact on the game than Crawford did.
I agree, and I've always felt that Corey Crawford is a bit overrated. Not that he's bad, but he got so much praise. But he was also on arguably the best team of the last 10 years between Chicago and Pittsburgh. I would say for me, I think Pittsburgh gets the edge because Chicago had 3 seasons where they didn't even make the playoffs. I'm pretty sure. Well, last year they did, but on a technicality. I'm not counting that. So I don't know. To me, it's a hard one to argue, but I'm gonna say no.
Jeez, he's only 36 years old. I don't. I'm. Oh man. Yeah, this is a tough one. I mean, he's only had 260 career wins. Um, I don't think so. I don't think so. Um, I don't. I just. I mean, I know he's on a Stanley Cup winner. I mean, that's just because of the fact that that was a really, really good team. But in terms of what he's done as as an individual, I just don't think Stanley Cup. Sorry, not Stanley Cup. Hall of Fame worthy.
I,
Um,
that's
yeah.
pretty fair. That honestly, I think you have more of an argument for a player like Alex Steen, even because he did so much to help that team. Where Corey Crawford, I feel like you could have put any higher caliber goalie, any starting goalie in the NHL probably would have won the cup on that team.
Yeah, and that was the case for like a few years there. They went from Niemi to Crawford. I mean, who was before them? I think Having
Oh
Bullen
yeah,
was before them.
and they had the period of time where Crawford didn't even play, and they had the guy who's on Las Vegas. What's his name? I forget his name. Oh my gosh,
Leonard.
Leonard.
Yeah. And I think the guy that was playing most of the season last year was Blackwood. Blackwood.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if it was Blackwood, but I know what you're saying. And then they did have a period of time too, where he lost his starting spot, and then they traded that goalie.
Yeah. And I think he was kind of cursed with some injuries the last few years as well
Yeah,
of Crawford.
yeah,
So this might have been a factor, a huge factor as to why he's retiring,
yeah.
probably to some health
I
reasons.
mean,
But
I don't want to.
because like 36 years old is for a goalie is not that old.
No. I agree with you. And nowadays NHL, I mean the in the '90s, it was like if you were a really high caliber player, like your Joe Sakic's or Steve Eiserman's or those kind of guys, you were playing until 40. That was like you knew, and you were going to be good until you were like 38. You're only like your last 3 seasons were going to be you coming down. But nowadays there is a little bit. I feel like it's dropped. I feel like, but for goalies, you're right. Goalies usually, especially if you're a really good goalie, you manage to linger really long in the NHL as a goalie.
Yeah.
And it's
Marlowe's still
weird.
playing.
I don't want to bash the guy because I don't think Crawford is bad. I just don't think he's the guy that it on the outside it looks like he is. Like when you look at it from the outside, you're like, wow, this guy's part of this team that did so much. They were so dominant, but really the team was so good. You had 2 of the best defensemen. Yeah, agreed. But I feel like he would have been good on another team as well. But another goalie would have won those cups either way for me.
He did his job.
Yeah. I think fair. I think if he does ever make the Hall of Fame, it's going to be way down the line on like his last chance.
Yeah. You won't get a first ballot.
Oh no way. He won't even get a 5 years ballot.
Yeah, no.
So okay, going off that, I want to leave that alone. Something that you brought up, Matthew Barzal signed 3 years, I believe it is, a 3-year deal, $7 million. Okay. And once again, I'm each year, yeah. I'm not pulling out the bashing rod again, and I'm not getting into this in deep conversation. But
bashing everyone today.
But this type of deal is such a realistic deal and so right for what people are worth in the NHL. I'm not saying he's only worth $7 million, but it makes so much sense. After seeing this contract, don't contracts like Mitch Marner's look ridiculous?
Mm-hmm. But it was ridiculous to begin with.
I agree, but like now you're seeing a guy of basically his caliber getting a $7 million deal.
But that was the case with Brendan Point. Brendan Point is getting paid what each year?
I think it's like 8.
Yeah. It's pretty similar to Barzal. I mean, they're
and they're all in that spot. And then even when you look at McKinnon's contract, I know he took a friendly one, but then Rantanen took a friendly one, and it's like it's kind of weird, man. I don't know. I think this is a really good deal. I think this deal is amazing. I think the Islanders are absolute studs for locking up this deal, and I think for the next 3 years that makes them a contender, and it gives them cap room.
Yep. I mean, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off before, but Kucherov took a bit of a pay cut as well.
He took a
he's getting significant. Yeah, but he's getting significant money. It's not like it's nothing. He's getting some money, and he's better than all of them.
You could argue this is a bridge deal as well, but I would say 3 years. A bridge deal to me is 2 years. So 3 years, you're already a little bit past it. 3 years is enough time to put together a team to win a cup. And I think Barzal's super talented. He's only 23 years old right now. He's a decently sized guy. He's good on both ends, and he proved in that one, and not last year, the year before that, he can score like a maniac if he has to.
Yep.
And I'm not to mention the Islanders as a whole structured team are not like full of stars. They're a
good team.
They're just a good team. Something that you like, teamwork.
Yeah. I didn't think that Lou Lamoriello would hand out a contract like that, but
I'm surprised they got it done.
They got it done.
I'm actually surprised.
He's got a week to practice with the team and get this thing going. Because we start the season in 5 days, I think?
Yeah.
4 days? 13th?
No, is it 13th? I thought it was 15th.
13th or 15th.
Yeah, no, it is 13th. It's a Wednesday, I think.
4 days, man.
Do you know when the Leafs play? Is that a good question?
First day. I know that. It's the first day
so it's
against the Habs.
So I'm pretty sure that's the Wednesday.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm pretty excited. Yes, it is. You are correct. On a Wednesday, they play at 7:00. So all of that being said, I don't want to drag this episode out very long. I want to know, we had this talk before. After seeing everything that's happened and everything fall into place right now, who's the top team in the East? Because Kucherov's out. Boston made a few moves.
Tampa's still got a lot of depth, a lot of players that they can utilized. But I don't think without Kucherov, I think I don't think Stamkos is starting. Is he?
I don't know. I know he was doing some kind of working with the team stuff.
Yeah. So as of right now, Tampa, I don't think is the top team of the East.
Well, actually, sorry, we should say that point out that this is like structured in the old format because we don't have that format anymore. At least for this season, East and West, right? Do we have East and West? No, because they're all mixed up.
I don't know. I don't even know the structure yet. I need
Yeah.
to. Maybe we should save it for another time.
Yeah, well, we'll go through that whole thing one day. But I think Colorado is going to be the best team in the NHL.
Yeah, Colorado. I think Colorado is a heavy favorite.
Yeah, I think so too. That being said, that's all I have. Do you have anything? Well, I don't have anything, guys. Thank you for watching this quick episode. Like, comment, subscribe, and let us know what you want to see in the comments.